Welcome.
Welcome to what, buddy? What is this? What are we doing? Welcome to Smoking the Snobby. God. All right.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Nothing much.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you up to? How's your week?
It's been pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I went to a friend's house yesterday.
That was fun?
That was fun.
That's good. What'd you guys do?
We mainly played video games.
That sounds about right. What is the consoles you guys kind of prefer?
We kind of just stick to just playing. Yesterday we stuck with playing the Switch and the Wii.
The what?
Nintendo Wii.
What did you guys play on the Wii?
It's Wii Sports.
Did you do the archery thing?
No, we didn't do the archery
The best
thing.
one. And the gladiator one where you're
Boxing?
Yeah. No, not boxing. The gladiator one where you're holding like
No,
the
that's
bar.
not. You're thinking of Wii Sports Resort.
Oh, what the heck were you playing?
We were playing the original Wii Sports.
Oh, there's like multiple
bowling,
Wii Sports?
boxing,
Oh,
golf.
tennis.
Yep, tennis.
Tennis is fun too.
Tennis is fun.
I was just rewatching Entourage, the series, and they were playing Wii Tennis.
Oh yeah, they were playing Wii Sports.
Yeah, and that show's from what, like 2006, 2007?
The show started in like 2004.
So, yeah, I think that was like the
It was
third
around
season.
that era.
Yeah. Because we bought that thing. We bought the Wii a little after it came out.
Yeah.
It's a fun console.
It's a very good console.
Do you think? And has Nintendo made any movies other than like Mario Brothers? The original Mario Brothers.
We're getting a Legend of Zelda movie coming up soon.
Oh my god,
Yep.
that's gonna suck.
It's like a live action Zelda movie.
It's just gonna be the character walking around looking for apples. That's all it's gonna be. So cool, man. That's good. I'm glad you got to hang out with your friends.
So,
I think since you started college,
yeah.
it's been a little difficult to get everybody together, right?
Yeah, it's been difficult, especially when we don't have the same schedule, so.
Yeah, that's life. It'll get a little more complicated as you go. I'm still close friends with all my friends from school and growing up, and I live thousands of miles away, and I still keep connected with them. So I hope you get to do the same. So that's good, man. I'm glad. We're doing another review,
Yeah, we're doing another one.
and the hit's gonna keep coming and coming and coming. So
Yeah, true.
we originally wanted to review Ricochet.
Yeah, that's our movie, but then
Denzel. And then we just couldn't find it, and then I just kind of gave up. So Auden came up with the idea of let's keep the Denzel train going.
Yep, and I chose Equalizer because I don't know if you guys remember this, at the end of the episode for Private Benjamin, I did mention Equalizer. And I was like, why don't we review Equalizer?
Yeah, that was Auden's Make-A-Wish request.
So how do we got introduced to this movie?
I still want to talk about Ricochet. I feel like Ricochet still deserves an honorable mention. I remember watching the movie when I was younger, and I really enjoyed it. And when I saw it kind of pop up on the list of movies that we could potentially review, I'm like, we got to review Ricochet. It was great. Denzel is seminal, right? He's always playing that character. He's doing great. And then the Third Rock from the Sun guy is
John
the
Lithgow.
villain. Who?
John Lithgow.
John Lithgow. He's the villain. I don't know if he's been in other movies where he's a villain, but he plays a good villain.
He does play a lot of villains, like he was a villain in Buckaroo Banzai.
That doesn't count.
It does count.
No, it doesn't count. It was like a campy movie.
More well-known, his most well-known role now is him in Dexter.
I haven't seen Dexter. I saw him as Churchill. He did good at Churchill. But Lithgow...
Not a villain, though.
He's not a villain. But Lithgow as a villain, that's what intrigued me. And I'm like, I remember him being really good in this movie. So hopefully one day we'll just bite the bullet and maybe buy it.
Maybe. I chose this movie because, first of all, I don't think anyone's ever heard of it, and I thought it'd be an interesting choice.
There's definitely nobody's heard of it from your generation.
No, definitely not.
And the soundtrack has Ice-T in it. I think Ice-T has the name.
Ice-T's actually did the soundtrack for the movie?
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't know. So he made like a song for it, like...
yeah, I think the name song is Ricochet. Let me see.
Like Whitney Houston did for Bodyguard?
Yeah, but cooler.
Cool? Oh, man.
Let me see.
Yeah, don't insult Whitney Houston like that.
Let me see if I can find it. Yep, there it is.
Oh, yeah? So
Open it. I'm going to play it.
If you're looking to spruce up the outside of your house, these are the coolest.
Oh, no.
First we
commercial.
First, we gotta listen to the ad.
Oh. Here it is. Oh, is Denzel in the video?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure.
You go on and you don't stop. Got sticky stickers from the blood of a shot cop. Built in the club of legal track.
Yeah, he really likes that song from.
It was great. It's a great song.
But then we had a hard time finding the movie, so instead we kind of just.
Yeah,
I chose this movie.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was worth buying this movie, so I'm like, let's just pick something else.
So I actually knew this movie a little bit, not too much of it. I just knew this was like one of the few modern action movies Denzel Washington's in.
What? Oh, Equalizer?
Yeah, because this is part of a movie series that's been happening for like the past 11 years.
You know what I found out? That this was a TV series too.
It was a TV show, yeah.
From the 80s or something?
It was like 80s or 70s, yeah.
Never heard of it. Yeah, I've never seen Equalizer. Honestly, I don't think I've ever... I may have heard of it, but it never dawned on me to watch it. So I've never seen it.
I've never seen it either, but I've heard of it a couple times. I thought the movie was fine. It was pretty good. Where do you stand on it?
No, I liked the movie a lot. I thought it dragged a little bit. I was waiting and waiting and waiting for the action to start, and it just wouldn't start. We get it. You know, he's this kind of mild-mannered, very disciplined guy who's helping people out.
Which isn't bad. And I think one thing I really like about Equalizer is I think it knows how to build suspense really well. Especially when he goes to like the Russian like mafia and he visits the place.
Yeah, but that was like 35 minutes into the movie.
Was that I think it was earlier.
The first 35 minutes is him like helping people out to become a security guard. The girl is, I guess, a call girl, and she doesn't want to be one. Of course, who the heck wants to be one?
No.
She's in this life, and he has some sort of an affection towards her, like a father.
Yeah, and I think it's
like a father-daughter.
Yeah,
affection.
and it feels very slow paced for like the first 35 minutes in the movie, and I think it does that because it establishes a relationship with the girl. It adds a bit of emotional weight to his motivation and understanding that a little bit.
Yeah, but what you see in the next hour and a half in the movie, you look at the first 30 minutes and you go, I don't know, it's a lot of commitment to somebody you barely know. I guess he's that kind of guy. We don't ever really get to know what he is in the movie. Like,
I don't think that's a bad thing. It makes him mysterious in a way, which makes sense because he used to work for the FBI.
No, he didn't. I don't know. We don't know what he worked for.
I mean...
No,
he worked for Melissa Leo and
I don't know who that is,
Coleman.
But they never say the FBI. I don't remember them saying the FBI. Did they?
It strongly implies it.
No, I think we're filling in the blanks because they never tell us. And don't get me wrong. By the remember, I even said it. By 3/4 in, I'm like, I hope they never tell us at this point. Like, I hope they don't explain anything else about this guy because we don't need to know. We just know what he's capable of. And whatever government super secret agency he was a part of, I don't think matters anymore by the middle of the movie.
Yeah, probably not. But, I mean, we do know that he worked with a couple people.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to work alone.
No. He's very unpredictable.
Yeah, you don't see it coming.
Nope, you don't. And again, this movie does a good job of building suspense.
It is a little John Wick-y.
Not nearly as action-driven as John Wick, but
no.
Still,
but I'm talking about the premise. But you learn more about John Wick and who he is as the movies go on. So maybe in Equalizer 2, they dive into it maybe a bit more.
Yeah, maybe they like delve into his backstory a little bit.
Right. But in this one, they don't. And I think it's cool.
I think it's cool, and it again adds this very mysterious and compelling part about that character.
Yeah, but in parallel with John Wick was trying to leave that life.
Yeah, he was trying to.
The movie starts with Denzel not being in whatever world he used to live in as an assassin or whatever he was. He's this mild-mannered guy that works at Home Depot, or, the movie equivalent of Home Depot. Right?
Yeah, it does remind me of Home Depot. But yeah. I like that it does establish this relationship with this guy. And I think they have you kind of get a bit of invested in him, especially in the climax of the movie where you almost think he's going to die. And I think that's the only few times where it actually had emotional stakes in the story.
I don't know. They introduced us to his humanity in the first 30 minutes.
Yeah,
which
it
is
a good job of doing that. A decent.
Right, which is why I'm not complaining too much. Because a movie that didn't end the way this ended or continued the way this continued, I would have already been like, this is enough. I can't believe you made me watch this. I want to disown you. But this one, I just had a feeling something cool was going to happen eventually, and it did.
Yeah, and they were really well done for the most part. I think when it came to like the directing and the cinematography, it was just kind of fine. I just don't think it was nearly as like well shot as it should have been.
I don't know what you mean by that. So when you're saying it wasn't shot as well as what, like John Wick?
I guess John Wick.
It was 2014.
They both came out the same year.
Who did?
Equalizer and John Wick.
Did it?
Yeah.
I didn't even know about John Wick. I thought John Wick was just some campy parody of action movies.
It's not that at all.
Yeah, until like I haven't seen John Wick until 2 years ago. It's different styles for sure. This one is this one seems like a 90s kind of action movie.
Yeah, which probably makes sense because, you know, Denzel Washington was in a lot of 90s action movies.
No, but even
like Crimson Tide.
Well, you're saying the cinematography was different and it was a little off. I don't know anything about cinematography. If I was to watch that movie without knowing when it was released, I thought it'd be released in the late 90s, early 2000s. Just based on how they shot the film.
It kind of reminded me of that, but
Yeah.
it was definitely a movie that came from the 2010s for sure.
How long is this movie?
I think it was like 2 hours.
2 hours, not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It was packed with stuff, so there wasn't a lot of nonsense in the movie, so that's fine.
I mean, it kind of felt that way around like the middle portion of the movie where it kind of felt a little aimless. You know, when he was beating up those two guys that were making money out of this like mother.
Huh? Which scene was that?
It was the one where, you know, Denzel Washington is helping this guy become a security guard and his mom. He's like helping out his mom.
Oh, yeah. And the cops were like shaking them down for money and stuff.
Yeah, it felt kind of aimless a little bit around the middle portion.
Yeah, I guess so. But it all tied together. They're all part of the same thing.
Yeah.
He starts going nuts because this young girl who is forced into prostitution by the Russian mob. Is that what it is? Like this?
I think so,
this
yeah.
Russian gang in Boston. And it took us like what? About 20 minutes to figure out, where is this? Is this Baltimore? Is it Boston? I try and figure out where something is by looking at maybe the subway trains or something in the background that I see when there's some sort of transport. So I didn't thought it was Baltimore. I'm like, I don't know. Then I saw the T. I'm like, oh, I think this is Boston. We didn't know. Then some number pops up on the call thing, and it was 617. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
this is Boston. This is Boston.
Yeah. And then he noticed that. I thought it looked like Baltimore, but, you know.
Yeah. So now there's the Russian mob in Boston, which I didn't know is a thing in real life. It might be, but enough
Probably.
to like base a movie on. So this Russian gang, you know, takes this girl from, into that life. They eventually beat her up to a pulp. And because he has this sort of like father-daughter affection to her.
And it definitely makes a lot of sense. And you can definitely feel that in like the first few minutes for sure. And it shows that he really cares about her. But my problem is that I wish she was in the movie more and wasn't just like a plot device in the second act.
Oh, I mean, she was in the hospital. So this whole thing takes place while she's in the hospital.
Maybe we could have seen a little bit of him interacting with her, maybe.
I guess, but the whole premise is he sees it, he snaps, and then...
and he gets his revenge.
His revenge is ridiculous, man.
It's very elaborate.
It's elaborate.
It's very meticulous.
Yeah.
And it fits right along with his character.
Yeah, he's very calculated. He's very disciplined. You don't see him coming. He's unassuming, right? He walks into their office. He goes, I know you guys are in this for the money. I will pay you to take the girl. And he hands them $10,000, $9,800. And they're making fun of him for handing them $9,800.
Oh, yeah. Yep, in that scene, and then he comes back to the building.
He doesn't come back to the building. He never freaking leaves. He doesn't leave, remember?
Yeah, he doesn't.
He goes towards the door, and they all laughing at him, and again, he's wearing like dad jeans. He's wearing like a button-up short sleeve dress shirt. There's nothing to think for 1 second that this man is capable of doing what he does after he locks the door.
And then he immediately changed in terms of his like,
What did he do?
Attitude.
You tell him what he did.
He nearly kills all the people there.
He did some like quick math in his head.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I got 16 seconds to kill all of these people. And then he just does it. He just kills them all. And that's how we are introduced to whatever crazy life this guy lived before he worked at Home Depot in Boston.
And it's true. And I mean, and you kind of have the suspicion that he is kind of a intimidating guy.
There's nothing intimidating about him. You think he's intimidating?
I think so. There's at times where he definitely feels that way for sure.
That's Denzel doing his job. I think as the movie progresses, he loses the Home Depot part of him and he becomes back to that assassin. So we're watching the scale of this thing where he's tilting now towards that. He does become more menacing. But that's only because we've seen what he's done. The guy they bring in from Russia, the closer, whoever he is, he doesn't know what he's capable of yet. Although he's seen it, he's not afraid of him. Remember, he says it. He goes, he's not an amateur. This guy is very professional. He knows exactly what he's doing.
And you can definitely feel that in the movie for sure, that he has a lot of experience.
Oh, yeah.
But my problem with him and his character is that, yes, he is a very professional and very skilled person. The problem is I just wish, there was a bit more stakes to him because, obviously he hasn't really gone beaten up that much really until like the climax in the movie.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. He almost seems like Superman a little bit. They didn't humanize him a little.
Yeah, and I wish we would see a little bit of his vulnerable side, a little bit. Not like emotional side, but, in the same sense as like, I don't know, Indiana Jones to me, Because Indiana Jones runs away from the Indians in the beginning of the movie.
Which Indiana Jones movie?
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I don't remember that movie.
Where he's running away from the Indians and he's trying to go to the plane.
Yeah, but Indiana doesn't get beat up a lot either.
No, he does a lot.
He? John Wick gets his ass beat all the time.
Oh, yeah, you can definitely tell.
Sure. But yeah, Denzel did not. And I don't know, maybe it's because he was a pro and they were amateurs he was mainly dealing with. They were just thugs,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a good point. He doesn't get hurt a lot.
And my problem with the movie too is I find the villain very generic and kind of boring.
Yeah.
He didn't really leave much of an impression. And
I was unimpressed with him too.
He was just kind of a standard manipulative villain.
Yeah. He was very weaselly. He didn't come off as a super soldier they made him come off as.
His motivation is pretty generic too. He just wants revenge too.
Yeah, I don't even know. He was carrying out the orders of some billionaire. He was like
barely in the movie.
Yeah, he was barely in the movie.
He only shows up at the end.
And then what's the deal with a billionaire caring this much about some rinky-dink operation in Boston? But that's where the movie is that's where if you're looking that deep into it, you're not going to like those kinds of things. It is kind of 30 minutes of nothing and then an hour and a half of chaos and murder. And you don't really know why. like the billionaire can just say, okay, we're just going to stop the prostitution operation in Boston. Instead, he sends like an army to go fight a war. I didn't get it. Did you get it?
No.
Does it matter?
I mean, to me, I don't think it really matters.
Because if you know what you're watching, if you've watched movies enough in your life, which I have, and somehow Auden has in this short span of his lifetime, you kind of pick up the vibe of a movie when you first start watching it. And you go, okay, this isn't going to be one of those movies where they're trying to fill every plot hole. I thought it was going to be
very deep because, I mean, literally the beginning of the movie has a Mark Twain quote.
What, it does?
Yeah, in the beginning of the movie, it has a, Mark Twain quote. Right now, my dad is looking it up because he doesn't remember.
Oh, yeah. No, I
and I'm like...
The two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. Reading that back, I don't get it.
I was trying to see what was the whole point about adding that quote and how is that relevant to the overall ideas of this movie.
Let's break it down. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of it.
All right.
The two most important days in your life are the day you were born.
Yes.
Okay. That's easy.
Yeah, that's pretty important.
And the day you find out why. Maybe that's because...
Maybe finding a purpose?
Well, yeah, no, it is for finding a purpose. The why is what is your purpose on Earth, and it's existential. But in the context of this movie...
It doesn't really have any of those ideas.
Here's where I think it's coming. And you tell me if you agree with me. Here's where I think it ties into the movie. He's tried to escape the life that he had before. His wife dies, he made a promise to her that he wouldn't do these things anymore. He's going to leave that line of work and just, fulfill whatever he can. Because remember, there was something I remember there, and it stuck with me. He goes, he's got to read 100 books. His wife died of cancer before she finished this Oprah read 100 books in your life thing. So he decided he's going to take over and he's going to read those 100 books. And he turns to the girl, the prostitute girl, who's the girl from 30 Rock.
Or Kick-Ass.
Or Kick-Ass. Yeah, the girl from Kick-Ass. And he goes, I want to finish all these books so I have something to talk about when I see her again. Essentially means when he dies and he sees her again. I thought of that line at the end where I'm like, oh, he's leaving that old life of murder, rage, rampage so he can get into heaven to see his wife again. But the why is he can't escape it, and he turns back into that for the rest of this movie. That's when he found out the why of the day he was born. He's born to be whatever this is, a vigilante, Action Jackson kind of guy who's just out doing good, breaking all the rules just to save the little guy. That's this whole movie.
Maybe it could just be he was born to be a vigilante.
Yeah, that's just what he is.
And then the why could just be his wife.
His wife, people that need his help. He's Superman without the cape.
Yeah, a little bit.
Or more like Batman without the money.
That's my problem. A little bit of my problem is I wish we could see a little bit of his vulnerable side about his wife, talking about her, mainly in the...
Yeah, he wasn't shy about it. I thought he would get, tense up when she started asking
maybe a
him
little bit, maybe. But
he's pretty open.
He's open about it, but, it does kind of hint at, the wife, not being around because... we don't see her.
Yeah. And then he goes to see his friends in a mansion somewhere, and they talk to him about that.
Yep. And, Dad pointed out something that I found ridiculous.
Ruin the movie.
He will talk about that one scene that really pissing him off.
Ruined the movie. I don't even know if I want to talk about it.
We have to hear your thoughts on the most ridiculous points you have to make about this movie.
Okay, all right. I'll tell you. There's a scene in this movie. He goes to visit what appear to be very wealthy friends. They invite him over to talk to him. They're old colleagues. He's getting information on the Russians and whatever. Fine, great. Now we start to understand that he's some sort of a government agent or some sort of top secret thing. Awesome. We're getting some more information.
Yep.
They sit down for dinner and they're only served chicken broth. They're eating chicken broth on the finest china in the finest dining room in wherever the hell this is. He hasn't seen these people in 10 years. And they give him translucent chicken water for dinner. These aren't poor people. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It wasn't the first course. It wasn't the second course. There was no rack of lamb next to it. That's it. It's broth. Maybe they have high cholesterol and that's what it is. I don't know. But I was offended for Denzel's character. I was offended. If I have a friend coming to visit me and I haven't seen in years and I say, oh, great timing, you're here. The broth is almost done. We're going to eat like kings. My friend would turn around and leave the freaking house. He's like, I can't believe this. I come all the way here to see you, and you're going to give me low sodium chicken broth for dinner?
For me, that wasn't really the problem in the movie. It's not even something that's even, for me, worth talking about compared to you, where it's worth talking about chicken broth.
It consumed my thoughts for the next 15 minutes. I don't even care what happened after that. I was like, these are terrible friends, and I hope they die.
No, they're nice, though.
They're what?
They're nice. They've known him for years.
Yeah.
And then he retires because, his wife died.
Next time some of your friends come over to visit, I'm going to give everybody one peanut.
One peanut?
Like, hey, guys, here, enjoy. One peanut. If you want any more, we're out. Ridiculous. That's the kind of stuff that annoys me. In reality, people of that social strata would give soup first, sure, then a salad, then a meal, an aperitif. Then you sit down in the library and chit chat. Or, you know what, don't serve anything. Be like, oh, we didn't prepare anything. Well, what do you got? Well, we got some soup. Rant over. Stupid movie.
I guess one of my problems with the movie is really just the use of slow-mo at the time. I think when it came to action movies using slow-mo,
when eating the soup?
God dang it. You said the bit was over.
Yeah, but then I remembered I'm still mad about it.
The scene where he's walking away from that boat and it's exploding.
That's classic action movie scene. You got to have the slow walk away from the explosion. And by the way, really, really good explosion in this movie. I don't think that was CGI. They really blew up that place, you think?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
I'm hoping they did. There's no way you walk away the way Denzel walked away from blowing up whatever the hell he blew up. It looked like a freaking gas processing facility. The whole place just explodes. You said slow-mo. You don't like slow-mo?
Yeah.
Did you not like the slow-mo of the fuel tanker slowly exploding?
No. I didn't like it.
There's no video of this, but I am staring at him. Like, I don't know. What would have been a better way to see an exploding fuel tanker? Just blowing it up?
Probably just blowing it up.
The kid who wants 16-hour-long movies wants the explosions to happen as quickly as humanly possible.
Yes.
My silence is deafening. I don't understand. It was a great explosion. Even if you don't see the movie, go on YouTube and check out look up gas explosion Equalizer.
I will say in the climax, it's I can at least say it's a very creative setting.
The final battle scene.
Yeah, I thought it was really creatively done, and I like that Denzel Washington used all the equipment from that store.
Yeah,
he works at.
Do you think at the end he paid them for it after using it all?
Maybe, I don't know.
Remember he took that hammer in the beginning and beat the crap out of somebody with it?
Yeah.
And then he cleans the hammer and puts it back. Imagine being the person that bought that hammer.
Oh yeah, that scene.
They'd be an accessory to a crime.
I will say that is really creatively done because they never really show you beating him.
He just wipes.
But you can just tell that he literally beat him up.
Yeah, he went and found the guy, beat him up, and then puts the hammer back on the shelf.
He used like a chain to like.
No, that was barbed wire.
Oh shoot!
So that's like wire with nails around in it.
Oh yeah,
that's how he hung that guy. Those parts were great, except for the soup. Everything was great about this movie except the soup. But what was to you the cringiest moment in the movie?
The cringiest moment? I don't know what is the cringiest scene in this movie. There really isn't any scenes I really cringe at and thought, wow, this was bad.
The soup. That's all I cringe about. And trust me, that's not that bad. If the soup, a prop is what made me cringe, everything else was pretty good. That's not bad. I'll take it.
I guess the closest thing that made me cringe was the I guess for you, it's the chicken broth scene that made you cringe.
Yeah, the soup. Yeah, the soup scene was cringy.
That made you cringe, but I don't really remember any scenes that really made me cringe that much.
Okay. It sounded like you liked this movie.
I mean, I like it. I don't love it.
That's okay. Which character did you like the most, outside of, like, of course, the main?
Oh, I like the security guard guy.
Yeah, he was good. I like the security guard guy, too.
I found him to be nice, and I like his relationship with Denzel Washington.
Yeah, he ends up being kind of a hero in it, too, right?
It kind of adds a bit of emotional stakes, because you don't know if he's going to die, because I genuinely thought he was going to die.
Yeah, I thought it was it. There was a wrap on that guy.
But thankfully, he didn't die.
Yeah, you were kind of rooting for him.
Maybe that could have added a bit more stakes if he did die, and maybe it could have amplified his motivation a little bit.
If he died at the end, it would have just been sad.
Maybe, but I think it's
Denzel cared about these people so much. But go ahead, finish your thought. I'm sorry.
I feel like they maybe should have killed him off. Maybe just, again, to add a bit of, amplify his motivation a little bit, his emotional motivation.
Man, I hope you
kill these guys.
I hope you never run a country. It's like, oh, this is good for optics. Let's kill this guy.
Well, that's
you got applying creative license to the real world would be crazy, wouldn't it? Like if it was like,
yeah,
it's like, I think this would make a better scene in the news if we killed this guy. Oof.
Ooh. That's bad.
That's bad. Thank God it make it into reality. Sometimes, what do they say? Art, life mimics art, or art mimics life, or something.
Yeah,
something like that. Seeing as that, like, this movie was from a long time ago, and I kind of heard about it pretty recently. So 2014 this thing was made, right?
Yep. I think I remember it had generally fine reviews.
They didn't have good reviews?
It was decent enough reviews, but they didn't like love it or anything like that, which I guess that's fitting for this movie.
Right.
The performance was pretty good. It's not like, his best performance or anything, but even then, by like the standards of like Denzel Washington performances, it's pretty good. Just nothing like I would say is like exceptional as like Training Day or hell, even Fences.
I don't remember any of those movies. Is that the one where he says King Kong don't have shh on me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one.
Yep.
Yeah, that was good. That was with Ethan Hawke, right?
It was with Ethan Hawke, yeah.
So this thing cost $55 million in 2014.
Yeah.
That's a lot, right?
I don't know how much would it
half
be
of that
now.
Was Denzel. I bet you half of that was Denzel.
Probably, but it's also too just probably a lot of slow-mos.
A lot of
just
what?
A lot of editing involved with this movie.
I don't think so.
No?
No, I don't think so. Do you? I don't think the editing budget was big. And I don't know if they marketed it. I certainly don't remember it being marketed, but Mommy pays attention to that stuff, but I don't. It made $200 million worldwide.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like the $44 million budget wouldn't change.
I contributed nothing to that, but
The $44 million budget, I don't know how much would that be now, but I don't think that much different because,
Let's see.
this was from like 10 years ago.
let's see.
So I don't really think much will change.
What $55 million in 2014 is in today's money. Inflation calculator. See if it allows $55 million. In 2014?
How much would it be in 2025?
Oh, yeah. Calculate.
Probably not much different.
Oh, we can only use 10 million. Hang on. 10 million in yesterday's money is 13 million in today's money. Oh, okay. So it's not that bad.
No, it's really not that bad. Again, this is like 11 years old, so there's not going to be any changes.
Yeah, it would be like $70 million in today's money. They wouldn't spend that kind of money to make this movie today.
Probably not.
They wouldn't.
Yeah, just from like the reviews alone, just from what I saw, it was generally perfectly fine reviews. Like they didn't love it, nor did they really hated it. And I'm kind of like around that too.
Let's see. It got it on IMDb. It got a 7.3 out of 10.
That's not bad.
Yeah. I don't know. What's a Metascore?
What's like the Metascore?
It's 57.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's got people that gave it a good rating. Let's see who gave it a bad rating. Oh, Entertainment Weekly.
Oh, yeah.
The cornerstone of movie reviews.
Yeah, clearly.
I'm sure.
Yeah, clearly are the best at movie reviews.
They gave it a 25, I guess, out of 100. I don't know.
Damn.
It's the size of an empty, depressing experience when the only tension is over Bob's choice to use a power drill or a weed whacker for his next kill.
Ironically enough, those are like by far the most creative parts of the movie.
Yeah, I thought that was...
I'd rather see something like that over just him using a shotgun.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know, that's kind of creative. Maybe it could have been a bit better shot, maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know. I think I like when characters use different weapons besides, like guns or like swords.
Drew McCarthy on Hitflix. It's a dull film. Oh, thanks, Drew McCarthy. Or, sorry, Drew McWeeny. That's not a real person. That's somebody that's a made-up.
So does he just think the movie's just entirely dull?
Who knows? That's all he tells us.
I mean,
that's all we get.
I can see why he would call it dull. Because, like, in the first few minutes, it is very slow pace. And it's about him building this relationship with two people.
Yeah. It's a fun action movie tied into some real emotional and... What's the word I'm looking for? It's not violent. Emotional and...
Motivation.
Exploitative things that people go through in life sometimes that, we're all distant from. I thought it was fine. The Wall Street Journal, Joe Morgenstern in 2014.
Okay.
Mr. Fuqua, who did such a fine job directing Mr. Washington and Ethan Hawke, loses control of an increasingly slapdash script, and the whole movie turns into a slaughterhouse. The question isn't who wants it. Box office action is a shirt, but who needs it? We all need it. Mr.
Oh,
Morgenstern.
yeah. This was at a time when...
People love action movies. And then people love movies where
Well, I mean, not everyone's
the good
gonna
guy
love...
wins.
Not everyone loves action movies. You know that, right?
What?
Yeah, there's not a lot of people that do. It happens.
I want you to go out into the world.
Okay.
And
I like action movies.
and
but
ask random people, hey, do you like action movies? Ask 10 people. And if half of those 10 people say no, then I'll agree with you. Until then, everybody likes action movies. I don't need to hear this every time. Not everybody likes action movies. That's it. The science is settled on it. So yeah, most people gave it like a big review.
Yeah.
Yeah. Salon gave it 100.
I don't think it's that good.
Maybe not. But this is the only 100 in the list. The Equalizer is gripping, mysterious, and even sometimes moving. But it's never pleasant, still less fun. If you decide to go, don't claim you weren't warned. If you skip it, you're missing one of the year's signal works of superior Hollywood craftsmanship. Who paid this man?
Was this review in like big fonts, by the way?
No. Let's go to the Philadelphia Inquirer. This will be the last one. And it's a good one. The Equalizer, which reteams Washington with his training day director, Fuqua, is an origin story. Okay. That's a good way of putting it, because there's more movies, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously we have like 2 movies.
Here we go. Like the birth of Batman. See?
Batman.
Denzel's like Batman. If audience and stars are so inclined, it's easy to see this premise in the character. A tough, taciturn gent, burdened with regret, and a very special skill set. Do you think Denzel Washington would have been good in Taken as well? I thought he would be great.
Yeah. He would have been great.
If they cast him in Taken, I think he would have been awesome in Taken.
He would have been awesome too. Although, I mean, Liam Neeson had to change his career up, I guess. We were doing more action movies.
Oh, yeah. Well, he did good in Taken. I'm not taking away from Liam Neeson. But I think Denzel would have been a great replacement for him in Taken if he broke his leg or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Overall, what did you think? If you were to give this a rating, what would you give?
I don't know, honestly. I'm kind of conflicted, but it's another review where I'm thinking of like a 6 or 7.
Oh, man.
But I think...
You think we're ever going to catch an 8, 9, or a 10 from you?
Well, I mean, we did with Pulp Fiction.
What'd you give Pulp Fiction?
9 out of 10.
Did you?
Yes.
I got to rewatch that, re-listen to that episode.
But I'm going to be generous. I'll give it a 7. Although
Okay.
I don't think it's as good as Private Benjamin. Again, those movies are not comparable at all. I'm just saying for the movies we've done, I think Private Benjamin is better than Equalizer, although Equalizer is not bad. If you like Denzel Washington and if you like action movies, then yeah, this is kind of right up your alley. If you like movies like Crimson Tide or hell, even Man on Fire, I think you would like this movie just fine.
Yeah, I think I agree. If you like movies like Taken and John Wick, that's less violent and a little bit more mild.
Yeah, that's the part we're going to have to disagree with one of the reviews where it says, it's so violent. And I'm like, we don't see any blood and it doesn't feel like shock value at all.
I don't know. He choked somebody out with barbed wire. I don't know. I guess it's in the eye of the beholder how much violence somebody has in their threshold until they're like grossed out. Or they think is inappropriate.
Oh, at least it's not Terrifier.
Oh, God. That's just gore for gore's sake, which some people like that. It was good. I gave Private Benjamin 0 Smokies, but that doesn't make it a bad movie. I'm giving this one about 6 Smokies.
6 Smokies? I'm surprised.
Yeah, I started at 4 because of the soup scene.
Oh, wait.
But then he blew up. That explosion scene to me was the best. And then the final battle scene was fun to watch. I'm glad it didn't carry on. I'm glad it was like the last 15 minutes of the movie, not like John Wick. That last fighting scene in John Wick 3 took almost what felt like an hour. Remember when they were in Montmartre and he was fighting them on the stairs? That stair fight scene it was out of a Family Guy episode. They just he'd run up 2 steps, get punched in the face, go down 2 steps, up 3 steps, punch, down 1 step. It took 45 minutes for him to get up those steps. For a normal person, it would take that long. But getting into a fight in a movie, hurry up, let's keep it going. This movie didn't do that. It got straight to the point.
Oh, yeah.
The bad guy in the end didn't have this huge climactic death. He was just killed, and it was great. Yeah. So, yeah. 6 Smokies,
and then he goes
6
to
snobbies. Huh?
And then he goes to Russia.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
That was kind of cool, and it felt satisfying.
It was. He kept sitting there talking to the Russian billionaire who, like, ordered all this stuff, and he goes to Moscow. He's just sitting there while the guy's trying to get out of the shower, and he's asking him questions. He keeps turning the light on and off, on and off, on and off. He leaves, and the guy's screaming for his guards. As he's leaving, you just see him walking down the stairs, and the guards are all dead. It was a great cap to the movie. It could have ended there, but it ended with him having a conversation with the girl from Kick-Ass. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
I thought it was fine.
I thought it was
generic
fine.
ending maybe a little bit, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It worked for what it was, and that was about it.
Yeah. So, in summation, is it one of Denzel's best movies?
No. I love that we both agreed that we don't think it is.
No.
But
is it a fun movie to watch?
Yeah. Maybe. It's a fun dad movie.
Yeah, it's right up our age group's alley. If you watched it when you were younger and now, you're my age and you want to watch it again, I think you'd enjoy it except the soup scene. So, that's my takeaway from it. And I don't know, maybe we'll watch the other 2 that they made, and I want to learn more about the show too.
Yeah, I've actually never seen the show. I know there is a TV show remake with Queen Latifah.
What?
Yeah.
That's enough. There's just no need.
Nobody remember that show, but yeah, that's about it, I guess. Well, what's the next movie we're gonna review?
Oh, I don't know. We got to look at the list, but they're going to keep coming. They're coming in hot, and we'll leave you. I'll end it with this. They kept calling Denzel Dadushka in the movie.
Oh, yeah?
And I was like, what the heck is Dadushka? I thought it was like derogatory, but I guess it just means grandpa. So until next time, Dadushka.
Bye.
All right. Bye, guys.